Yo, what's going on, guys? Pwny here, and in this video we're going to be going over the best D-line abilities to stack up so that you guys can get really good pressure without having to send a billion people on the D-line. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below. You guys already know the whole spiel. Let's get right into it. We are going to start off with the main abilities for you guys to use. There's only 3 that are really dominant. One of which is double or nothing. The second is El Toro, and the third is edge threat. Now, these 3 separate abilities, you're not gonna run them at the same time. You're simply just gonna run them separately. The reason is because they each do their own. They're each gonna do their own different little thing when it comes to abilities. Double or nothing is gonna grant a dominant pass rush win at twice the cost. Remember that. And then El Toro is gonna do dominant bull rush wins from max rush points. So when you get max rush points on this, it's going to cost twice the ability points, or twice the pass rush points to actually get this through. This was actually patched, well, not necessarily patched, but it was bumped up in ability points to go from, I believe it was 1, then it went to 2, then it went to 3, because everyone was using it in the Send 2 meta last year. This year it's not as good, but once you start pairing it with different things, it definitely becomes a lot better. And then edge threat is still great, but a lot of people don't realize that you have to be on the edge of alignment for this to work as good as it possibly can. What I mean by on the edge, I mean you need to be on the outside of the tackle for this to work as best as possible. If your guy is on the outside, edge threat will work, but it leaves the inside susceptible to any type of runs, and that's where I'm going to talk about inside stuff. Now, Lawrence Taylor is an outside linebacker, so he's not going to get inside stuff for a decent amount of ability points. The D tackles with run stopper get it for 1 ability point. So if you pair edge threat up with 2 inside stuffs, you will get decent pressure coming off of the edge. Now, the ones that we like to pair up, I'm not going to showcase this in any practice mode because obviously it doesn't do it justice, but El Toro is paired up best with either instant rebate, where's the other one? Instant rebate, extra credit, or buy one get one, because it grants a free pass rush move after spending a point. So you get the pass rush point or the pass rush move, and El Toro might go crazy. Again, with double or nothing, it does the same thing with buy one get one or extra credit, because these ones, they just add to the double or nothing, because a double or nothing is dependent on how many pass rush points you have. And once you equip that, once you start getting your pass rush points up, which is what these other abilities do, you will go crazy with it, and they will get an insta shed that is extremely dominant. They'll just bull rush right through. So you want these guys with double or nothing to be on the interior, because that's where you want the shed. Edge threat needs nothing to actually combine with. So if you want to combine anything with edge threat, because you will get pressure with it, you want to combine this with under pressure. Under pressure is one of the glitchiest, most OP defensive abilities in Madden 22. Just to give you guys an example, I played a game the other day where a guy had me overthrow a pass 7 times in a row. Do you know how frustrating it is to find out that they have under pressure on both of their outside guys, with one of the new quarterbacks, mind you, and getting 7 overthrow under pressures in the game? It was awful. But again, as soon as I seen that he had under pressure, it's something that will affect your quarterback's ability to throw the ball, and you will get more overthrows with it. You will get more inaccurates with it. So for edge threat, you pair it up with under pressure and you go crazy. Another thing that I'd like to say is some people get edge threat elite, which is simply just, it's that with under pressure. I believe it's 4 ability points, but it's the same thing as having edge threat and then putting under pressure on. So if you guys are looking for somebody, you know what, I think I actually have Khalil Mack, who gets edge threat elite, which he's the same thing as Lawrence Taylor. He's just a higher overall, so he's able to get it. So boom, dominant edge rush moves and increased QB pressure. That's exactly what it is. It's just edge threat with under pressure equipped. Now again, for double or nothing, you don't want to run these just by itself because they won't go crazy just by themselves. You need to pair them up with certain abilities. Instant rebate is a great ability to put those up with because it grants an extra pass rush point every single time you block shed. So you're not getting pressure, you're not getting pressure, but you're building up your pass rush points as you're not getting pressure and you're trying to get past that the offensive lineman. That's gonna help. Same thing with adrenaline rush and buy one get one and extra credit. These are all great things to pair up with those three abilities, well those two abilities, because you're only going to pair those up with El Toro or double or nothing. El Toro is dependent on having max pass rush points, so pairing it up with instant rebate, which grants a pass rush points, is only going to help you guys out. Pairing it up with buy one get one that grants a free pass rush move after spending a point isn't going to work that well. You have to play around with it. And then extra credit, it grants an additional max pass rush point. So that what that means is once you end up getting to max pass rush points, this ability right here, extra credit, is going to give you 2 times where you're going to be able to get an instant bull rush towards the quarterback. And then once you get that, a sack, it restores all your pass rush points, which means you can go even crazier when it comes to it. There's a lot of abilities that you guys could pair up, but these are the best ones to pair up with any of your D linemen. And do not forget, if you guys are planning on running edge threat because it is the cheapest option without pairing it with anything else, make sure that you guys have the defenders on the far outside of those linemen. If they are not on the far outside of those linemen, you will not get the animations that you guys want. A lot of people run 3-3-5 wide and are keeping these guys on the inside, like on the interior of the outside lineman. Like you guys will put this Khalil Mack at left end or right end. It's not gonna work if that is what you're doing. A lot of people think edge threat does not work. I promise you it works, but they have to be far on the outside to actually get the animation that you guys are going to want to have. As frustrating as it is, learn how to use the abilities, because learning how to use these abilities or learning what works and what doesn't is going to help you guys out. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is inside stuff. I spoke about it in a previous video and how good it is, but it's something that I think a lot of people should have on their field. I currently am not, because there is a current run commit glitch, and once it gets patched, it probably will get patched tomorrow by the time that I'm recording this video. So yeah, instant pressure on inside runs is what you get when you have somebody like Warren Sapp, who's a run stopper defensive tackle. So this is another defense D-line ability, and that's why I'm speaking about it in this video and not speaking about it in another one. For 1 AP, you get the best insta sheds in the game against inside runs, and this works against everything now. Halfback power O's, halfback bases, O1 traps, counter plays, zone weeks, dives. It doesn't matter what it is, this ability works. And if you guys haven't and you guys are having trouble stuff in the run, make sure you guys are equipping this specifically. That is going to be it for defensive line abilities. We went over the offensive line abilities for the run. We will go over the pass. We went over both in this specific video for the defensive line, because this is Warren Sapp, Lawrence Taylor, Khalil Mack. It's a great defensive line to have, especially if you have great abilities to match. Hopefully you guys are putting these abilities on your field. It's another Madden Ultimate Team tip video. My name is Pwny Montana. If you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. And as always, 2 fingers, deuces, peace out. See you guys in the next one.